Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging with comments, likes, and subscribing. You know I do appreciate it so much, as it's much more fun to do these videos with an engaged audience. So we are actually in Veronaville because while I have been dealing with COVID, which still has really taken a lot of my breath support, I did a lot of just play for myself, and I got back to playing my Victorian legacy, which meant that I was building a grand mansion from the ground up. And I showed it on Facebook. People wanted to see a bit more personal view. So since I still have the finishing touches to put on it, I figured I would go ahead and do that here in a video and share this with everybody. Then it will be available for download after I remove all of the custom content, because custom content creates huge files. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So before we do that, let's take a look at the family. We've got our founder, Lady Lenora Spencer. I rolled for everything. I rolled her personality, which is an Aquarius. I just stuck with it. I rolled her aspiration, which is pleasure. Not my preference, but that gave her one very lucrative hobby, which is writing restaurant guides. And she also has another lucrative hobby. Her predestined hobby is nature, so she can do some fishing. So that's basically how she made the fortune. I am not one that cheats my money, but you know that I do find every way to make it easy. So yeah, she's earned quite a lot of money, and she married Stephen Dallas. This is actually in Veronaville. Here's Stephen. He just put their third little one into her crib. Stephen Dallas is the male maid found in Veronaville. He is very handsome. I have married him on multiple occasions. Well, I personally haven't married him. He is a sim, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I had her marry Stephen Dallas, and as soon as he was fully skilled, they started their marital life, which meant that I built the house. So here is the house. It is quite a grand mansion. I am very, very proud of this roof, because I'll tell you what, the roof caused me some certain fits, but it does have an attached garage. And while in my mind this is the front door over here, it is actually the left side door, because we do have an attached garage. So this house is meant to go on a lot where there is a road on the left side, because that creates the look that this is the front of the house. I put the mailbox right here, so visitors will come here when they go. I do have the arbor. I'm gonna get rid of these. When I originally built this house, I haven't played it in quite a while. When I originally built this house, I thought the castaway bushes did not need trimming, because they don't in Castaway, but they do in the main game. So there's that. So let me show you the house itself. So from the front entranceway, we have a nice porch right over here. And then we've got a front entranceway. Lady Lenora's office space is right here. Then there is a dining room here. The grand staircase here. There's a tiny little powder room off of her office, because it fit into that little nook. Over here we've got a large kitchen. There is a breakfast nook off of the kitchen, and then there's a nice back porch where I'm currently have an energizer. The grand room has a piano and a fireplace. My use of electronics is limited in this house because it's meant to be Victorian, so I don't want that. We've got another little bathroom over here, and a sitting room where one might have tea or perhaps do some knitting on a cold evening. I wish I actually had knitting. I think I do. I think I do actually have custom content knitting now that I mention it. So off of the driveway, there's a second entrance, and there's a little mudroom over here. Hello, Daisy. So that is the first floor. The second floor is still even unfinished as far as textures, but we've got the staircase area over here, an area that looks down into the great room, master bedroom over here with a little sitting area, and a very nice master bath with a water closet, a footed bathtub, dual vanity, and in here we've got his and her closets. I do have a crib there because she is pregnant with her 4th child right now, so we're not going to keep the child in the closet, but that's where the crib is currently. There's no child in there. And then there is a bedroom over here with an attached bath. This is a little hobby room. The floor plan actually indicates that this would be a laundry room, but I don't have laundry, any kind of laundry mod, so no. I use that as a hobby room. Then here we have the playroom, and there's a bedroom off of 2 bedrooms off of the playroom, each of which have an ensuite bath. Right here I've got the crib room for our toddler, and over here I have another bedroom for the twins. When the toddler is out of her crib, she will move into this room, which she will share with the 4th sibling, because the twins each have their own room. The twins' rooms are going to be smaller, but they get, or maybe I should have the twins share. You know what? I'm going to have the twins share. I'll have the twins share the big room, and then the 2 younger children will each have one of the smaller rooms. That makes more sense, actually, because they're twins. But excuse me, I'm still having a hard time with my voice. It's been a month. I cannot get over the fact that it has been sticking around so long. But yeah, we have 2 smaller rooms over here, and each of them have an adjoining bath. One of them has a walk-in closet. And like I said, this is the playroom. So that is the second, and then the upper floor would ostensibly be servants' quarters. Not sure exactly what I'll do with it. I haven't made a final decision. It could be bonus room, rec room, skill room, whatever. And I also created a basement with a fishing hole, a little bit of garden area. Oh, there's a genie's lamp. And a swimming pool, which they can't currently use because I don't have a ladder to it. Well, I don't have a diving board, so they're not going to accidentally off themselves either. So there's that. And that is where it stands right now. So let me go ahead, and we're going to start finishing it up, and then I will do a grand tour. And while I was designing, I went into live mode to mess with the lights real quick and accidentally unpaused, and Lady Lenora here went into labor. That sounds about right. And of course she had twins because I was only going to have 4 children, and this made them number 4 and number 5. This is Edward and this is Ernest. So they now have 2 boys and 3 girls. I definitely spruced up the yard and the curb appeal. I grounded the build by putting the castaway roses that I had up here actually down here, and put flowers up here that don't need any care, so it retains the look but easier. No need to worry about maintaining it. Put a couple willow trees, surrounded it with tulips, and a low fence. So as I mentioned before, the side yard is technically the front on this build, or at least for purposes. So if you do download it, make sure you put it on a corner lot so you can enjoy it the way it was meant to be. And through the front doors, we are presented with three options. One is straight ahead, one to the left, and one to the right. So first, let's go to the right. We have Lady Lenora's study where she writes her restaurant guides. Now there are ceiling tiles currently from The Sims 4, but they are huge files, so I will be removing them for the purpose of the download. I will be removing any CC, such as this portrait here, as well as this old-fashioned typewriter and old-fashioned telephone and this wood pile right here. But this is her office. And just off the office, tucked nicely in the grand staircase, we have a 2.5 tile powder room. Directly across from the office, we do have a dining room with the mahogany paneling and blue chairs for a little bit of contrast. And then we go back out into the entrance hall where we have the grand staircase room. And pretty much the only thing in the grand staircase room is options to go to other rooms. So if we go directly to our left, we have a large country kitchen. And off of the country kitchen, we have a breakfast nook. Then from the breakfast nook and also off of the grand staircase room is the great room with plenty of snapdragons, so they can read to their heart's content or play piano to their heart's content. And the reason there is no ceiling here is because it is a 2-story high ceiling. Then off of the grand staircase, we have the small sitting room, appropriate for knitting or having a tea party. Some more Sims 4 stuff. And then back out right here. We have a mudroom with a coat stand, leashes, and an inexpensive couch. This is the door that they would probably choose to use as the front door because it's the one closest to the street. And if we were to go out, it is fenced off, and only household members can make it through that fence. Or at least I have it set up that way. And the last door off of the grand staircase room is our attached garage. And something I'm very excited about is, I don't know where I got it, but I got a mod apparently to recolor the chimneys. And I very accidentally discovered that today. So as we go up the grand staircase, we have a hallway that I have nothing in other than opportunity to go various places. So if we go to our right, we enter the young children's suite. First, there is the playroom. And again, this is Sims 4 textures in here. and some Sims 4 books there for children. And the smallest of the bedrooms, which will be for Clara, because she's the only single birth. And going back through the playroom into a tiny little hallway is the room where Lady Lenora and Stephen are with their newborn sons. Not much in here right now. Lady Lenora has done a lot of sewing. Stephen has made a lot of snapdragons. And every bedroom has a coordinating bathroom. Not a perfect match, just coordinates the colors. So this is the one for the boys, and this is the one for Clara. And this is our sewing room and floral room, because every outfit that this family has, Lenora has made. Adjacent to that room is the room that the elder twins, Alice and Amelia, share. With some snapdragons next to their bed. That way we don't have to worry about anything other than their energy. And their bathroom. We've got dual vanity. Then on the opposite corner, we have the master bed. Got a couple works of art. Here we've got the Mona Lisa and Girl with Pearl Earring. Lenora was actually sleeping when she went into labor, so that's why the bed is unmade. And their bathroom is pretty much a bit of a spa. Over here we have a little water closet. And through here, we have his and her walk-in closets. And from the master bedroom, we head back out onto the landing and up the staircase, where I've decided this top floor should be the recreational room. We have mahjong, darts, billiards, chess, and finally poker. Plus there are 2 bathrooms up here. This room is not equipped with any snapdragons, but there are plenty left in the basement. I want to say there's 14 or 17 here. I don't remember off the top of my head. And there are 4 genie wishes over here. Now, off of the breakfast nook, we have access to the backyard, where we have a little bistro set. And because Lenora is a nature-loving sim, in addition to her basement garden and fishing hole, we've got the Zen garden, an orchard with all 3, apple, orange, as well as lemons, a wishing well, And over here we have a fully equipped play area for the children. So that is it. The build as it stands before I remove the custom content that will absolutely stuff up the size is about 217,000 simoleons. So here's our family portrait of the Spencers. We've got Lady Lenora, Stephen, Dallas, then we've got, I think this one is Alice and this one's Amelia. Let me double check. Amelia wears pink and Alice wears cream. Okay. So this is Alice, this is Amelia, Clara, the twin boys, and their dog Pepper. So now I'm going to package the lot and remove all the custom content and then upload it. So it took a bit of dinking around to make sure I got all the major CC out. Of course, I am leaving some in, like the castaway rose bushes, because they are relatively small, and let's face it, they're bigger, they're more impressive than the base game rose bushes, so we do like them. But I got most of the CC out and ready to upload. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you soon in the pixelated world, and that's all I have to say. VK out.